Hi, Paul Sakis. Good news broadcast and pause the world for peace and Woodstock forever. Peace, love, and hope. This is a big honor for me. I'm getting to speak to Jackie DeShannon. Hi, Jackie. How are you?
Well, I'm good. Thank you so much. As I said before, thank you for having me on your program. I'm a big fan of yours.
Well, this is like a miracle interview. Sometimes in life, and I know you're spiritual and you're blessed with a kindness for humanity. And I did Woodstock, the 20th anniversary with Richie Havens, way back in 1989. I don't know if our mutual friend Eileen had mentioned that, but I did that with Richie Havens in Times Square in New York, and uh, and I'm crazy about your husband, Randy Edelman. He's magnificent, and I just went and saw him, and somehow when I was speaking with Eileen, she mentioned you to me, and I said, "Are you kidding me?" The we start off this movie since 1989, which we're hoping to broadcast out there to the world, um, with a song called "Put a Little Love in Your Heart." Does that sounds familiar to
Oh,
you?
great. I really thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I think that the song is very timely. I feel that it always has been. There's nothing wrong with putting a little love in your heart.
What inspired that song?
I think that uh, I think my mom used to kind of say that now and again, and I don't know, it just the title just came out, and my brother and I were writing a song for my new album, and we were working with Jimmy Holiday at the time, and he started playing this little riff, dun, 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 and I just fell out for that, and the title came very fast, and the song came pretty fast actually.
And tell me a little bit about your back. Where were you born, and give me some history on yourself,
Okay,
our
well,
audience.
I was born in Hazel, Kentucky, and I always wanted to sing. When I was 3 years old, I was running around singing at church socials and
Uh,
so on. And my parents, most of the time on weekends, would have musicians over. My dad and his brother played blues, sorry. And my aunt was into classical music. She taught piano. And back in the day, she was very young. My mom sang with big bands in Chicago. And so I come from a very eclectic group of musicians. So anyway, my parents had friends that had a gospel radio show. So around 5 or 6, they picked me up and I would go with them standing on an apple box or something and singing gospel music with them. And I think the rest is history.
but where did the bug come to actually? Because you also have written some of these songs, right?
Oh, you mean when as a
The words of some of your songs. Did you do that also?
yes, yes. A lot of the people that I would write with, I don't know whether it just happened, but I did contribute a lot of words. Yes, for sure.
Aha. All righty. Well,
The music came first. The music came first for me.
oh, is that right? That was your. Did you study? Did you actually? I mean, you studied your parents, but in addition to that,
Studied my parents and the people that were over at the house on weekends. No, unfortunately, I did not learn to read music. I things just progressed in back in the day, kind of I don't know, held just uh, kind of a crazy thing, just went here and there and everywhere, and I really didn't have an opportunity to take the time to sit down and take a course in reading music because I was always working or singing or doing something.
now you're being honored, I believe, soon at the Hall of Fame. Um, Salute to you, a singer-songwriter, Poets and Prophets Day. That's coming up on April 6th. Um, Congratulations to you.
Thank you. I'm very honored to receive this award. And I'm especially thrilled because I think I'm about the third woman to receive that award, where there's a lot of guys, but not a lot of girls. So I'm happy about that for sure. And going back to my country roots, it really means a lot to me.
Do you uh, um, do you like all kinds of music?
I wouldn't say all kinds of music. My songs are just, like I suppose every other writer, they're in your head somewhere and they pop out with words or some kind of musical little riff. I think I've written a variety of styles, but I don't know. I don't think, one specific style.
Haha. You've written different kinds of songs, I guess, in from out of your mind in your head. Uh, Buddy Holly tribute. You were involved with something on that. Is that so?
I did a record called Buddy back in the day, and it started to break all over the country. I signed with Liberty Records because of that song. And I kind of studied other labels that I wanted to record with, but um the president, Al Bennett at the time, he was from Arkansas, and I think I had kind of a kinship there. So I ended up signing with them. The record started to break, and guess what? The Chipmunk song came out.
Yeah.
And that was a song and a recording that every pressing plant was pressing. Everyone was pressing that. That was the only record they were pressing. So I did lose that. I did lose the song on the
Oh my God.
charts.
What the world needs now is Love, Sweet Love with Burt Bacharach, Hal David. You did a
Yeah.
soulful rendition, right?
Yes, I'm very proud of that. I'm very honored to have had the privilege of singing that song. I think you probably read even in Bert's book, a lot of people turned the song down, and which I'm very happy about. And I was the one that was able to record it, so I'm thrilled about that.
Did Dion also Warwick sing that song too?
I think that she does it in her show. I'm pretty sure she does.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because Dion's part of our Woodstock kind of thing, as you are. I mean, you get a lot of joy and happiness every time you are involved with music.
Do I think music is, a wonderful thing that it heals the spirit. I think, whatever style or genre of music that you enjoy, I think it's curling up in a good chair with a book or some it's feels very healing. I think music is a wonderful, wonderful thing people enjoy.
What are some of the other kinds of things you do in your life? I wonder. You
Well,
meditate, do
I love furniture. Especially like Chippendale,
uh-huh.
which the museums like very much too.
Hmm.
I know that Prince Charles saved a lot of that Chippendale, and it's in Scotland in his house. So I love old I love these stately homes in London. I love to watch a lot of that. I guess I'm really a history nut. So anything, documentaries, I could watch documentaries forever and ever. That's sort of my thing.
Uh-huh. Like a public television uh, aficionado.
Oh, for sure.
Well, that's good. I like that too. I tell you, I was I was with CBS in my early days, actually out there in I know you're in California now, right?
Hey,
Um, at Television City. And so I started out there, and then I came back, and they made me because they felt I had this experience in Hollywood. on All in the Family and Sonny and Cher Cowboy in '72, a long time ago. I came back and they made me a associate producer of a soap opera, Love of Life.
Great.
Love of Life, it was called.
I watched that many, many times. So did the rest of the world.
And so, in any case, but one of the things that I got the chance to work on as associate producer is to work with the set decorators and the art directors. And I also love furniture, and we had to build a new set. And we went to Cotswold Mansions up there in the Westchester and Scarsdale area, and looked at them. I love furniture also. I used to catch the,
Well, yes, they Paul Mellon had quite a collection of Americana. I have to correct one thing. It's not Prince Charles, it's King Charles at
oh,
this
okay.
moment. So I'm going to make sure that I don't put a foot wrong here.
Yeah, they seem to be a little bit of a sticklers on those titles.
They are, they are.
But the good news is that we're all just brothers and sisters. What do you think about that comment?
I think we are. And I think kindness is something that we all need to put in our repertoire. And just think about, people, and what if you had to walk in someone else's shoes, how would you feel? So hopefully, with music, you can reach a lot of people. So maybe they stop and think, put a little love in your heart. Well, maybe they think, I shouldn't be so judgmental about certain things. So I'm happy that it has struck a big chord with people.
Yes, I as well, and I see just by hearing you. I see by hearing you. Let me think about that. I hear by hearing you. Um, you have a beautiful first you started speaking about, I would say, very highly about your own family, your brother, your parents, and so on. You had a nice childhood. Yes, it sounds like.
I did. I climbed a lot of trees. I grew up on a farm, and I think I don't know, back then you have to use your imagination because you're out in the middle of nowhere. So I think that's where I got a lot of my inspiration for music and Mother Nature, which is I always feel is a great healing um, option. Mother Nature does really wonderful things for us that regular medicine cannot do.
Well, I helped start the nature series on PBS, on Channel 13 and PBS.
Oh, fabulous.
Way back when, 30 plus years ago. And I'm a nature guy. Talking about trees, I grew up in Tarrytown, up in Westchester County, in outside of New York. And I would consider myself a country boy. We had 7 or so skunks in the backyard. We never bothered them. They were buddy apple trees. I once climbed an evergreen tree, but then I got scared and I had to get the fire department to get me down.
I had a few of those little things going with me too. I would get frightened. And you just think about it and you're so happy you're high up in the tree, and then all of a sudden, uh-oh, how do I get down?
Where have I gone? Betty
Exactly.
Davis Eyes. Betty Davis Eyes. Did you like Betty Davis Eyes? What would inspire a song like that?
Well, I think that both Donna and I were very big fans of Betty Davis, and it's just one of those songs that we played around with some lyrics, and Donna's a really good lyricist, and I don't know, it was magic. It happened. It was just magic, and she was very proud of the song because she said her grandson thought that she was something really hot when that song was number one.
Wow. So you have a lovely husband.
He's a good guy. He's very talented, that's for sure.
That is definitely for sure. I did have the honor of interviewing him earlier on some time ago, and I enjoy his shows, and so much creativity, and boy, he can devour a piano.
He's a really great musician, and what's I think unique about him is that not only does he write film scores, he has written a lot of, great hits, especially Weekend in New England from Barry Manilow. And that's a rare combination in conducting an orchestra. It's a very unique combination when most people are either conductors or they're uh write songs specifically or this or that, but he encompasses all of it.
He is. He's multifaceted, and he in his concert recent that Eileen Shapiro, your both of your public relations person who made this miracle occur with you and I.
Yes, she's
Um,
the greatest. She's the greatest.
he's really so special, and um, to watch him perform, he works. He works at it. He gives you your money's worth and more.
He does. I think what's so interesting about his show is that when he is doing the his film scores or his film music, that he goes into the stories behind the music, and people seem to love that. I'm not really good at telling stories about music, but he is. It just is very natural for him.
Well, I guess everybody has their gifts. You seem to be doing okay, though. And in such a wonderful way.
I'm glad he's out there doing that and people can see his performance. It's really something very special.
well, there's no doubt about that, and I invite you both to join our events. And in Times Square, we take over the crossroads of the world with a concert for the Mother Earth on the 22nd of April, and then the International Day of Peace, which is we're doing for 24 years. These are this is our mission to pause the world for peace and get everybody. Actually, it's the United Nations a day that they agreed, but somehow some of those countries still are hurting each other, are hurting themselves even. Um, what do you think? What's peace for you, Jackie?
Oh, that's a good one. I think peace for me is being true to myself. I love the Beach Boys, the rah, 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 says, be true to your school.
Uh-huh.
I think that is sort of my mantra is to go with the things that feel truthful to me. That gives me peace. If I try to do if I'm just not the kind of person that can do something if they don't believe in it. I have to basically most things, we all trip up along the way, but for the most part, that gives me the most peace. As long as I'm, on my own track and my center, then I'm doing fine.
Okay. Jackie, I'm happy to speak with you again. Congratulations on this upcoming Country Music Hall of Fame salute to you. So many people have sung your songs over the years and will continue to sing them and for on and forever and forevermore. So I'm thrilled. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
for
appreciate it so much. As I said before, it's an honor to be speaking with you, and thank you for all the good work that you do and caring about the planet and caring about humanity, everybody. I'm wishing you all the best on this big occasion and love you much. Take
I
care.
love you too. We're all in it together.
We are.
Thanks so much, Jackie. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.